Welcome to the adventures of the one and only Chadius the Great Mukbad-Asius. As you can see, he was born with a level of 10 in all skills and a burning passion in all said skills. He is said to have more traits than God himself. He's super immune, has a great memory to remember the fear in the eyes of all whom he vanquishes. He's asexual because no mortal human is up to his standards. He's beautiful and also bisexual. If this doesn't make sense to you, it's because your feeble mortal mind could never understand the likes of Chadius Mukbad-Asius. He wears a bowl cut atop his head, as this is clearly the most alpha of all haircuts, and a dashing beard that says, tough man, but he has a lot of class at the same time. He has his trusty companion Warg at his side, the only animal appropriate for a man such as Chadius. He's of course going to live here in the mountains where all real men live. He's not a cowardly sea-level lover. Straight away, as any true alpha male would, he's going to carve his way into the mountainside with his bare hands so he has somewhere to put his stuff out of the rain. He gathers some berries and some wood as he started off with nothing, as the true man of the land he is. Berry snack time. He spends his first night out in the open, just to become more acquainted to his new environment and to let the wildlife in the area know who's in charge. It's a power move. He gets up before the sun, because in Chad Mountains, there's always work to be done. Now that he's more acquainted to his new environment, he gets to work on constructing his first structure. The warg, Lazarus, awakens very pleased with his new home. Lazarus slays a threatening rabbit who dared stray too close to his master. Well done, Lazarus, my boy, he says. Chadius decides to excavate deeper into the mountain to expand his base. Chadius begins to craft a bow suitable for hunting the surrounding wildlife. He'd hunt them with his bare hands, but an unseen force prevents him. With his new weapon in hand, Chadius begins to hunt his first proper man's meal. He was a persistent bugger, but will make a fine meal. Chadius gazes into the fire after a long day, I'm sure contemplating philosophy far beyond our mere mortal imagination. Chadius defends his territory in his first conflict versus a maddened raccoon. He constructs a nutrient paste dispenser as he is far too busy to cook. He also builds a table so he can enjoy his paste meals with the only companion he needs, or wants, himself. The gods threaten Chadius with lightning and fire as they fear his potential power. But he cares not and merely puts the weak fire out. The vegetation to the east are engulfed by flames. Chadius realizes he must amass money and decides the best way to remove money from the poor is drugs. He also plants some rice. Enemy forces hear of Chadius trying to get into the drug business and decide to raid him. Big mistake, he says. Chadius fires a warning shot, then hits him with an arrow. Another warning shot, then hits 2 consecutive shots before engaging in the foe with hand-to-hand combat, killing him in a single blow. Chadius then rushes to sleep, not to recover, but to dream about killing him over and over. A potential servant falls from the sky, but Chadius does not need a priest, as he is practically a god himself, and so leaves him for the wildlife. Whilst the drugs grow, Chadius occupies himself with some stone cutting in preparation for future defenses. Chadius needs money for components and realizes the only thing he can sell is his warg, Lazarus. He coldly sells Lazarus for the components, saying, "It's for the greater good, my friend." I hope this decision will not haunt him for many years to come. With the new greatly needed components, Chadius constructs a cooling system to make his freezer for his food. Chadius builds a wind turbine to meet his growing power needs, but he knows, with great power comes great money and bitches. Chadius bravely sets out to defend from an intruder, while still injured from a fight with a giant deer demon which I lost the footage for. Truly a courageous man is Chadius. Oh yeah, and he got a masterwork revolver from accepting a heatwave quest. Chadius chills in the freezer to fend off the heat. He even sleeps in the freezer. Ah yes, another great shot Chadius, and his first attempt too. But as things were going well for Chadius, disaster struck. The drugs that he spent many hours growing caught fire from a storm, and he fought tirelessly to put them out and save his precious drugs. But suffering from heatstroke and fighting against Mother Nature himself, Chadius knows when he's beat and leaves his drugs to burn. As his second drugs of batch grow, Chadius gets on top of some greatly needed cleaning and stone cutting, builds a kill zone, and Chadius builds a bedroom more suitable for someone of his status. He needs a lot of room to contain his bulging muscles. Finally, at long last, the drugs are ready to harvest, so now is about time he learnt to make these into sweet, addictive substances. Damn, that's a lot of yayo. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Chadius blessings upon you. If you want to see more of this, hit the subscribe button and leave a like if you enjoyed. I put a lot of time into this video, but it was fun. See you next time.